There are 13 akhadas, all of them, from what we understand, Akshita, here, is that all of them have been given specific times and close to 40 minutes has been given to each of them for the Amrit Snan that will take place today. So making sure that, everything is working clockwise and also ensuring that there is a lot of adherence to all the traditional customs.
That's right, Aishwarya. You're going to be seeing an akhada coming through any time now, where you can see the security right now clearing the entire area and ensuring that no public comes in. So next is, of course, the Niranjani akhada that will be coming, and then the Juna akhada as well. So all of them will be taking turns to take a holy dip and come out. You're right, about 40 minutes being given to each of the akhadas to go there, go ahead and take that Amrit Snan and then come back. We are a little behind schedule because the actual event was supposed to begin by about 5:15. That's when the first Snan was to take place, but that got delayed a bit. Can I just show you around a bit to the extreme left there? You can see the Raths moving already. So the akhadas getting in position to move forward. None of the akhadas are being allowed to take their Ratha all the way to the Ghat. So you're seeing the main seer, the leader of the akhada, if you will, going by foot right up till the Triveni Sangam, right up till the Ghat, to ensure that they also take a holy dip. They're the first ones, in fact, to go ahead and immerse themselves in those waters, in the holy waters, before the rest of the akhada follows suit as well. So these images are on your screens right now of the Rath. You can see how beautifully adorned it is in complete saffron. Atop there is the senior most seer. I'm guessing this is the Niranjani akhada, but we'll get a confirmation once they come closer to us as well. This entire area being closed off for, in fact, the akhada to make their way through. The arrangements here are tip-top, and it's amazing to see, Aishwarya, the kind of preparations that have been done to ensure that they're fully prepared for the crowds that stream in, that pour in. I marveled yesterday at how many people came in, because, for everyone who comes in here, you have to walk at least about 6 to 8 kilometers. I did get a lot of messages asking me if that's always the case. Worried devotees who plan to come to the Mahakumbh, I can assure you that's just for today and yesterday. It is only for 2 days because of high security reasons and the fact that they were anticipating a huge crowd. But they're driven essentially in these challenging times by their divinity, by their belief and their faith, really, in the confluence of the Ganga, Yamuna and the Saraswati. There's a light drizzle here. It's bitterly cold, but that's not stopped people from coming here in large numbers. Can I just also show you where the public right now is taking the Amrit Snan, because that's a different location from where the akhadas are doing it. So I'll have to turn around completely my camera. We're actually atop the India Today bus, because to go down is creating quite a bit of chaos, considering the crowds. They see the media, they get very, very excited. So we're staying atop for security reasons, also to make sure, we don't make it harder for the security personnel down there. But that point there, where you see, in fact, those pontoon bridges that have been put up, it's around there that you have the public also being allowed to go through. On the other end is where the akhadas are taking a holy dip. Now, if you walk through that particular bridge, that too itself is a long walk. On the other side is where the akhadas are based, but it's on this side of the Sangam that the holy dip is taking place. For scores of devotees, of course, on the occasion of Makar Sankranti, they're considering it extremely auspicious to take a holy dip today. I've spoken to many of them as well, who as early as 2 a.m. this morning went ahead and took a dip, knowing full well that the crowds would swell up later in the day. But just look at these scenes around you. The fact that you have lakhs of people coming together, and yet no sort of chaos, no sort of, any sort of drama that's playing out, no craziness, everyone cooperating with the authorities. The authorities are also fully bound by their duty, doing everything they can to control the crowds while ensuring that it is a memorable experience here at the Mahakumbh. It's yesterday, day one of the Mahakumbh, where in fact you saw 1.5 crore devotees coming together. Today, on the day of the Amrit Snan, on Makar Sankranti, that you're expecting the maximum crowds. Now, from tomorrow, it's expected that vehicular movement will be allowed here inside the Mahakumbh. And everyone I've spoken to, like I said, Aishwarya, this is my first Mahakumbh, so I'm, just marveled by the sheer volume, the size of what I'm seeing around me, of the crowds that have gathered, of the sheer scale of the preparations around me. But to people who've been to Kumbhs before, they tell me still this one in Prayagraj truly stands out. Not just because, of course, of how auspicious it is, not just because it's a once in a 144-year phenomena that we're talking about, but also because of the sheer scale of what we're looking at. You know, lakhs of tents, temporary setup that's been put up for the next 45 days to ensure that for devotees who are camping here, who are on a kalpas or for any reason choose to spend the next 45 days here, they don't face a problem in really having any of their amenities. They don't have to step out at all because they've ensured that this area is fully self-sufficient. Let me show you around once again the scenes that are playing out here. This entire stretch being cleared out to ensure that the Akhada can make its way through. And at that point, you know, it's ecstatic scenes that are witnessed because there will be people all standing on the side cheering along, and leading these akhadas usually will be the Naga Sadhus, and then you'll have all of the saints who've converged from different points of the country right here for the Mahakumbh. Today is the main day. This entire stretch where the akhadas will be going through to take a holy dip, nobody else is allowed. So while you see, as far as the eye can see, essentially crowds that have gathered, none of them actually are going into the section where the akhadas are going ahead and taking a holy dip. And again, reminding our viewers, there are 13 akhadas, officially recognized akhadas in all in attendance for the Mahakumbh as expected. So till late this evening, you're going to be seeing this event play out where you'll have akhadas coming in, taking a holy dip and then making their way back, and then the next one moving forward. The crowds here are waiting for it. Many of them have taken their holy dip, they've come back, but they're standing by to watch their Gurujis, to watch these akhadas come forth in all of their splendor. This is saffron splendor really on display because all of them will come with sauce, with finery, cheering on the crowds as they make their way for the Amrit Snan.
Thank you, Akshita, giving us that comprehensive news coming in, the stories that are now pouring in from the Mahakumbh held every 12 years. This is the biggest coming together of those who believe in the Sanatan Dharma. As Akshita was pointing out, this is a sea of saffron that we can see at the moment. What the Sanatan Dharma is, one can very well see in the images. Crores of devotees will be coming and taking part in the Mahakumbh, which is held every 12 years. And we are seeing that a lot of curiosity, and also 13 akhadas, all of them all set for the holy dip, the Amrit Stan that is taking place today.